Hey, it's Louis, the founder of XBorg, and today I'm super excited to present the first community call. So it's a brand new format that we are introducing today, where we give you relevant updates about how things are going at XBorg. It's a new format that we are releasing every 2 weeks, where we give you updates about the products, the tournaments, human resources, some key metrics about XBorg, so that you can stay up to date with how things are going at XBorg. So this week's agenda is super packed. We will discuss about our product updates, tournament updates, community, HR, and also metrics. So if you've followed us for quite some time now, you'll notice that we've been building the gaming passport for the last quarter or so. What the gaming passport is, essentially, it's a way in which players truly own their data and perceive utility on top of the data that they generate. So today we have released the gaming passport in private beta so that a few and select players can have access to our application. Now, it's a very important step for us because this allows us to clear any bugs and to make sure that the architecture is stable. So I will actually do a full tour of the app just after. But if you're interested into the complete demo, so a separate video where we cover everything about the gaming passport, you can check out the links below in the description. I will do now a very quick tour of the app. So when you first get on the gaming passport, the URL is gaming.xborg.com. You're invited to connect your wallet, but you can also simply connect your Google account. So today I will log in with my MetaMask. It's important here, as you notice, to be whitelisted. And if you want to be whitelisted, we have dropped a form in the description below, so you can fill it up and accordingly have access to the app. Just please bear in mind that we have over 10,000 players that are currently on the waitlist, so it may take some time for you to have access to the app. And there we go. This is the main user interface where today we only have EV.io. It's a game based on the Solana blockchain. It's an FPS game that is pretty cool. So the way it works is very simple. You first get on this page, then you have to link your user ID, which I'm doing just now. Then you can forge your badge, which essentially means that you'll retrieve your data into one single badge, which we see just here on the screen, where you have all of your stats, but also the achievements and missions that you have performed within our app. So on the gaming passport, you have essentially two things. You can do missions and you can do achievements. And these are the missions that are based on your gaming performance directly. So this app, won't force you to follow people on social media or perform certain actions. We are simply a layer on top of your gaming experience. So here we can look at the mission, which is called KD Beast, and I can start the mission if I want to. And this mission here is about getting the best KD ratio. So KD ratio is the kill to death ratio, and here I've just started a mission. So I have 30 days to get the best possible KD ratio for this mission specifically. And here we see in real time the players that are doing the mission. So we see here we have an interesting player that has a huge KD of 6.2 and he's played 19 games already. We also have achievements that are pretty much snapshots of your data. And so here, I can start an achievement, which is about my all-time score. And accordingly, if I complete an achievement or a mission, I can claim XP. And then accordingly, I will have a rank on the app. The most exciting thing about the gaming passport is the fact that you own your data and that the data is sitting directly on chain. What's cool about this is this allows us to build utilities on top of this data. So for instance, that we have a Launchpad where according to your digital identity, you have access to unique investment opportunities. Just quickly, you can also have access to your leaderboard. So today I have a very bad rank, but you see here that we have some players that already have more than 1000 XP, which is a pretty big accomplishment. So you see here my stat just reloaded, but please don't criticize my KD. I'm pretty bad at the game. But anyway, that was a pretty quick tour of the app. Of course, this is just a private beta. We are adding many more games, and this is starting in the following week, where we will add CSGO and eventually Dota 2. Our aim for this quarter is to add from 6 to 9 games directly on the app. So it won't only be ev.io, but it will be other games, which will be Web 2, but also Web 3 games, and we're super excited about this. Otherwise, in the roadmap for this quarter, will also allow you to join clans and guilds. So if you're part of a guild, you will be able to forge a badge that will represent that you belong to a guild or a clan. And accordingly, you saw the leaderboard that we have, which is a global leaderboard for the app, but you will be able to compete and have sort of guild wars, which we think are super exciting. If you've checked out the app, you can drop down in the comments below your comments. Super excited to get your feedback. Again, do expect things to break, but also do expect features to be added almost on a daily basis at this point. The next product update is the Launchpad. So I've quickly discussed about the Launchpad, but this is the other product that we have. And we've just closed a round, which was with Thalon, a very exciting RTS game. We've just closed a round of 16,000, which was raised within our community. So here we want to announce that we are starting to release quarterly reports for all of the investment rounds and deals that we've hosted on the Launchpad. We've also introduced some Launchpad partners, and we will integrate our digital identity that we're building with the gaming passport directly with the Launchpad. So that if you compose your identity with us as a gamer, you will have access to unique investment opportunities based on your performance as a player, which is super cool. We also want to announce the fact that our next investment is coming next month, and we are super excited about this one. Next update is about the tournaments. And today we want to highlight some key metrics about the tournaments that we've hosted so far. So we've hosted, and XBorg is pretty young, right? We started like 9 months ago, and we've already done about 125 tournaments, which is pretty amazing. We've distributed over $30,000 in cash prize to players, and we've also had 8,000 participants. So as you know, XBorg has some very skilled players. We actually have a slide about this, but we have some exciting tournaments for this month. We have a tournament on Illuvium, which is in collaboration with the ETH Lizards community, and we've also been selected to host the Comet World Cup qualifier. So Comet is again, a super exciting Web3 game that we are playing at XBorg. The second announcement, after the gaming passport is this one. So today we are announcing that we will be hosting the biggest Web3 league in all of crypto. So as you know, we are pioneering esports in the whole crypto space, and we want to take the space forward. We want to help shape the future of Web3 esports and the Web3 gaming industry in general. So an official announcement will be going out on the 1st of February about everything you need to know about this league, but it will kickstart on the 6th of March of this quarter. Also, we have about 5 games that will be hosted during this league, and the full breakdown of the games will be announced very shortly. We are pretty excited about this one because we are giving away over $100,000 US in cash prize across the 5 different games. And if I'm not mistaken, this is one of the biggest cash prize in the history of Web3 gaming. So we've discussed quickly about the fact that all players are performing insanely well. We actually have the most performing players in the whole Web3 gaming industry. And today we wanted to recap some of the stats that we have. So we've won over 34 tournaments last year, and our players have won accumulated cash prize of over $50,000 US, which is pretty big. So in a later slide, we'll also discuss about governance and the fact that you will be able to vote on a very specific thing regarding esports and our esports teams. And now let's move into the community updates. So as you know, we are building along with our community, and we've actually released an NFT that is called the Prometheus NFT. We'll drop some links below if you want to check it out. And this NFT gives you governance rights over XBorg. So if you're following those videos on a regular basis that we will hope to publish every 2 weeks, and if you like the journey with us, well, the journey, you can actually build with us and shape the multiple different aspects of XBorg. So we have many proposals this week, and these proposals are ways in which the NFT holders of XBorg can vote on specific aspects of XBorg. So first is XBorg Ventures. So as you know, we have this. We have over 10,000 players that are building and playing within the XBorg community, and over time we've accumulated some knowledge about the industry, via the gaming passport, but also the Launchpad. And we've had many requests from games to do advisory services for them. So to perform tasks, such as advisory on tokenomics, advisory on gameplay. And it's also a unique way in which we can involve players into XBorg Ventures. Because of course, if we are advising a game on the gameplay, well, then, who is better positioned than the people that are using our product and our gaming passport to help us giving the best advice possible to those games. So this is proposal number 1. Proposal number 2 is, as I said just earlier, you have the ability to shape the future of our esports teams. So you can today vote on the team's jerseys. So we will announce a couple of sponsors for our teams this quarter. And you may also see that we did a complete rebrand, and we're super excited to present those jerseys for the first time. So again, all links will be down below, so you will be able to vote on those proposals. Also, this is exactly what we're doing now. This is the bi-weekly updates, which I call the community calls. But of course, it will have a different name. And this format is very similar to the powwow format that XBorg does. Our very good friends at XBorg, and you can choose between 4 different names. So we have the Portal, CyberLink, Stargate, Level Up. So again, if you have a Prometheus NFT, which is our own NFT, you can vote now on those specific topics. Of course, I want to say that those proposals are just the proposals of the week. And you, as a community member, if you own one of our NFT, you can actually put forward a proposal, something that you would like to see within XBorg and that you think is feasible. And then the community will vote, and if it's approved, then we can go forward. We also want to acknowledge the amazing community members that we have. So every 2 weeks, we will highlight some unique community members that are helping us almost on a daily basis. And these are community members that without whom we would not be where we are today. And so today we've elected Milku, Timan, and NSA as part of the community members of the week. Milku is a complete beast on Comets, which is a Web3 game. Timan is pretty much at this point the mastermind and the king of Crew 3. We have an internal XP system, and Simon has been number one for ages. And say we simply love the energy and the vibe that it brings to our Discord, where we have unique conversations. So thank you so much for all of the work that's been done. You guys really mean a lot to XBorg. So let's now discuss about the second community updates of the week, and this is the launch of the Nexus podcast, which is a brand new podcast that we will be hosting directly on Spotify and also other streaming platforms, where we will discuss with Web3 founders in the gaming space, but also the esports industry, about some relevant topics and their perspective into the industry. We're super excited about this one. This is Travis from our team that will be directly hosting it, and you can expect the first podcast to be coming out very soon in the next few days and weeks. We also have a streaming package that is now available. So if you're streaming about XBorg, or you want to stream about XBorg, complete achievements and missions directly live on Twitch, for instance, you can get your banners, get your logos, etc., and get started on the right foot with our kit. If you're interested, you can just join our community, ask for it, and we will hand it over to you. Some worth mentions, social highlights. Now, we've mentioned multiple times that our community is super active. We're very fortunate to have all of those community members. Even if, by the way, you were not mentioned in the community member of the week, your time will come. I'm sure you'll get mentioned once. But some metrics that are important to mention. We've collected over 2 million XP, which is our sort of internal metric for engagements within the XBorg community. If you've read the XBorg white paper, you'll know what I'm talking about. But 2 million is a huge figure, and people directly collect this on Crew 3. Also worth the stats is 4,000 minutes were spent in total in voice chat within the XBorg Discord, which is quite amazing, and we're very fortunate to have more than 7,000 verified and active Discord users. And very important update this time, the HR update. So as you see and as you saw during this presentation, we are growing, we are releasing products, we have exciting news pretty much every week at this point. So we want to grow our team so that we can still enjoy the growth that we've enjoyed for the last few months. And so we are growing, especially the technical team, where we are looking for junior full stack devs, but also senior software engineers to join our team. And for this, we've put in place a referral program so that if you refer a friend of yours that you think is suitable for our position, we'll put the link to where you can apply directly in the description. And we have put forward a 5,000 reward referral program where if you refer a friend and he gets accepted into XBorg, you will eventually get up to 5,000 rewards. And we'll finish this off with the metrics of the week. I've mentioned at the beginning of the video the release of the gaming passport, and we've circulated the private beta form where that players had to fill in order to access the app. We've accumulated over 10,000 private beta submissions, which is a quite insane number, and that resulted in 8,000 Twitter followers that we've gained in a span of 2 to 3 days, which was incredible. Super excited about this. Of course, we got to keep up the pace and try and grow at the same rate. But this is a worth mentioning metric in my opinion. And that is it, really. This is the end of the first community call. I really hope that you liked this format. It's also very important for us to get your feedback on this. What should we improve? What do you like about this? Should we do a market commentary around gaming? Should we discuss about gaming news in general? Or do you want to know about specific aspects of XBorg? All of this is possible. You can first shape the name of this new format, but also of course the content. The only thing you have to do is to join our community, and we will hear all of your suggestions. So again, I hope you liked it, and we see you next time.